My name is Erin, and I am the office manager and a nurse. We would rate athenaOne a 4 out of a 5. For more reviews, please click below. Before choosing athenaOne, we were a practice that was being merged from 2 practices to 4. We had 2 of our locations on Centricity, which was completely outdated and not user friendly. It was also not keeping up with the governmental changes that were being required of us electronically. 2 of our other locations were also on Gateway, which has unlimited number of tasks and items and specialties. So every provider was doing something different. Each nurse, each receptionist was doing something different, and it was just not as efficient as athenaOne has made it for our system. We chose athenaOne for several reasons. First, being that Athena has something called Athena Collector, which means that it co sources our billing. So we drop the initial claims, and Athena, their employees work the back of it. So they will work our denials, they will scrub it for us, they will do all the very detailed tasks, taking away some of the workload for us. Another reason we chose athenaOne was for our clinical practice. You can customize as a provider, as a nurse, what you want to use as far as acute visits, chronic visits, specialty visits, and procedures to your practice style. However, it is still efficient and virtually the same across all the boards. So if you have nurses who maybe float around or clinical staff who float around, the workflow is still the same, but it is customized to that provider's practice. It also will do authorization management. So for referrals for insurances or high radiation scans that may need pre-certification or authorization, Athena will work that for you. And that, if you've ever done that before, that is an hour of your time for one referral, one scan before you can even get it scheduled on the phone with an insurance company, which significantly reduced our clinical personnel's time on the phone so that they could treat our patients more effectively and more efficiently and faster, virtually allowing us to see more patients timely. It's very user friendly. It will customize your favorites to what you've been using across the board, so you're not constantly searching for what you're needing, and that makes always things faster and more efficient. So to get on athenaOne, it was significantly easy. You are placed with a CSM or a customer support manager that will help you through the process. So that starts out with weekly meetings, maybe twice a week, depending on your practice size and what you're looking for. They walk you through all the onboarding steps and show you how to do that. If you're not on those meetings, they also break it down step by step where you can print off the instructions and kind of set it up on your own time. Even after the setup, after onboarding, if you're needing to make adjustments or changes or something happens to your workflow that's needing changes, they still continue to provide that step-by-step, as well as easy access to their CSC or their customer support center. You still continue to have monthly meetings even after onboarding. Your CSM will then walk you through your benchmarks of your providers, how what their rate is for same day enclosure rate. Make sure you're meeting things like meaningful use. Take a look at your financials and offer advice if you're not meeting those benchmarks and how you can change that or how you can utilize athenaOne more efficiently. If at any point you decide that you change specialties or your practice is taking a different route, to set it up or change that is even more significantly easy after onboarding. We have actually become so good at it that we have actually outsourced our services because it was so easy. We have recommended athenaOne to multiple practices and specialties here in town, which is huge for our community to have all of our specialists on the same EMR. The recommendation I have for anyone even considering having athenaOne is contact Athena. They will set you up with a practice that is very similar to yours to do a Zoom or a one-on-one call to walk you through things that you may have questions for. So you're not just hearing it from the company, from a sales rep, from a customer support manager. You're actually hearing from the people that utilize this. I've done this several times for the clinical workflow. That seems to be in healthcare the biggest issue currently is we are having as nurses more things to do, a lot more red tape, providers are having more red tape, but we don't have more time. So they want to make sure that their time is being used with the patient and treating that patient efficiently and not having to sit through a pile of paperwork. And so what you can do is get your questions together. They'll set you up a call and you will speak directly to another office without an Athena rep present. So you will hear any of the good, bad, or ugly that they may have. We have nothing bad to say about athenaOne for our practice. We have been able to reduce full-time employees percentages. We have been able to reduce nurse overtime, provider overtime. We have also been able to reduce time that our providers and nurses are spending in front of a computer instead of actually paying attention to the patient and being able to listen to them. So virtually our time on an electronic has been almost reduced by half for choosing athenaOne. So it is highly recommended to contact Athena and get that appointment set up.